back, everybody. Today we are going to talk about kicks. Specific kick, the side kick. And we're going to start with the side kick today because it's even though it's a basic kick, it's one of the most difficult ones, I believe, to truly perfect, and it takes time. So we're gonna begin with this series with the side kick. We're going to talk about the application, how it's applied to someone, as well as defending against a side kick. Here's how it goes. Hey, welcome back. I'd like to say a couple of things before we begin this series on the side kick, on how to execute a good side kick, the application of the side kick, and also how to defend the side kick. If you've already subscribed to our channel, welcome back. I really enjoy having you guys. We're a big family and we learn from each other. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so, and that way you get updates on the videos regularly. And for both occasions, make sure you give us a good thumbs up. This way it tells YouTube to extend this video outward, and others can pick it up as well. All right, so we're going to go to the side kick. The side kick is a basic kick. In Tong Il Lo, we have 4 basic kicks, and we build from them. There's the front kick, there's the side kick, roundhouse, and back kick. And we build from those basics. And we work our way all the way up, from ground, standing kicks, all the way to aerial kicks. The side kick we're going to be doing today is maybe different from most martial arts out there. I've been in martial arts for almost 50 years now, and I've seen side kicks thrown a number of ways. And there's no wrong way to throw the side kick, but the question is, which is the better way or more effective way to execute the side kick? That's what you got to look at. And out of all my years, I'm going to demonstrate what I feel the side kick should look like and how it's applied in a proper technique. When you do a side kick, it's all about the knee load. And as a matter of fact, most of our basic kicks are about the knee load. The side, the roundhouse, and the hook kick have the same knee load. And the reason why is it will eliminate your techniques from being telegraphed upon which angle you're really going to throw that kick. We're going to talk more about telegraphs later on in a different series. But right now, the knee load, if you're in a basic guarding stance, your hands are up, whether you're right foot back or left foot back, we're going to talk about the front leg side kick. Now, we can do both front, we can do both, and then the rear leg side kick. We're going to talk about the front leg side kick and its diversity upon how effective this is. So, when you're in a guarding stance, what the knee load has to look like in our system is you want your knee to be up at a 45-degree angle, crossing in front of your firing line, which is me going to the target, okay? The best way to do this for beginners and also for advanced that may be coming in from a different system that teaches a different knee load, in order to get the muscle memory working for you, the best way to do this is by this simple drill. You're going to raise the knee straight up, and your front hand is going to catch your front leg, or maybe your ankle line. It's going to look just like this, okay? Just like this. This leg should be right in front of you, just like this, at a 45-degree angle. The reason why is because you want something between you and your opponent, okay? We're going to talk a little bit about the diversity of different kind of side kicks in a little bit on their knee loads, the strengths and some of the weaknesses behind those knee loads from other systems. But what I want you to do, when you do this, your hands are up, you're going to get your knee up. You practice this a couple of times. Your knee is just going to come up and down. It's going to come up and down, just like this. It's going to be just like this at that 45. When you do this, the base leg is just as important. The foot that you're standing on is just as important as the kicking leg that you're striking with, okay? Once you get your knee load up, before, or just should I say, during your time of executing the kick, you're going to turn that base foot away from your opponent. So your toes point to 6 o'clock, just like this. So when you do this, you watch my foot. What I'll do is I'll face this way. If this was my 12 o'clock, so you can see the base foot right here. Right here, if this is my 12 o'clock, there's 6 o'clock, you're at my 3. The base foot, when you bring this knee up, pivots, just like that. It goes this way. When we throw our side kick, we strike with the knife edge and heel of the foot. Knife edge, heel of the foot, not the whole blade. Some systems do the whole blade. There's weakness on the foot if you strike with the whole blade of the foot. You're actually causing more stress points on your ankle. Okay, we don't do that. We're going to focus with our heel and our the 1 inch from the heel, 1 to 2 inches away. So the knife edge to the heel. The other thing is you want a straight line technique. Your heel of your foot that you're kicking with, when it loads up, you want a tight load to your hip. Your heel, hip, and shoulder should be in a straight line from the load to the extension, all the way through, okay? So your body should not be bent over. Your body should be erect, straight up, and looking kind of over your shoulder line. So when you're loading, it looks just like this. This heel goes to the hip and shoulder are in a straight line just like this. Just like that. Notice how I'm catching my leg. I'm catching that because I want you to do that in order to train that knee load to come where you want to go. Now in reality, we're not going to catch our leg when we're striking, okay, and we're using this in combat. So I'm going to bring one of my black belts in here. This is Robert Rushing. And sir, okay. So he's gonna be my my partner that I'm going to use as a target to demonstrate. When I do when I'm throwing my front leg side kick to Robert here, I'm going to be looking at a points of contact. So I'm finding an opening spot. In this case, he's helping me out. He's giving me some targets here, and that's good. Okay, just to help you guys out. When I throw that front leg side kick, look at my heel, hip, and shoulder, and watch this foot turn at the same time. Okay, just the knee load, and I'm going to put it down. Not going to kick yet. Okay, so just going to raise my knee and put it back down, and back down. And just, again, you can catch it, get that high tuck knee load if you want, just like this. And notice that foot is turned away. When I extend the side kick outward, I want to throw the heel straight into my opponent. Okay, straight into my opponent like this. I'm not gonna go full power. I'm going to show you the touch, just like this, and reload and come back down. When I'm doing a side kick, front leg side kick, or front leg roundhouse kick, or even a hook kick, my final position is sideways, like this. This foot's turned, almost like you're firing a rifle. You're turning sideways. You're aiming with your shoulder, your hip, and your heel will be that extension of that bullet going straight through when you pull that trigger, okay? Unlike when you're throwing a front kick or a back kick. The body position is different, okay? One more time. So I'm going to come straight up, extend out, come back in and down. I want to bring it straight down. I don't want to lean into it, because if I miss him, he's got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. And if I throw my body weight straight down, he could take my leg out. Boom, sweep me straight out from underneath me, okay? So, one more time. The knee's gonna come up, out, in, and back. Now, I'm doing straight line technique from my waistline, okay? Maximum power is, when you're kicking, is belt level towards your abdomen area. That's the maximum power, okay? Anything above that, you're fighting more gravity, you're losing power, okay? So, when you do the side kick, go ahead and stand straight forward, sir. Yeah, this way. And I want to have your hand up like this. I'm going to go for the ribs just to touch this, okay? If you do the side kick with the knee load, you can get this close to them, not fully extending it, but you should be able to have that knee load straight up high like I just did, and be able to touch somebody within probably about 8 inches away from you, just like this, just with the heel, just like that. Should be able to do it with turning, pivoting, and everything. That's that knee load that we're talking about. Okay, so sir, let's talk about the weaknesses and strengths of this. My knee load. If he's a pretty big guy compared to me, he outweighs me. He could run me over, bulldoze me over. Okay, I want to get something between he and I. Okay, that is my leg right here. If I do this, some systems, they bring their knee way back here and then execute the kick outward. There's a lot of power in that. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to get hit by that kind of kick. A lot of power. I call it a zigzag side kick. So it goes way back here, zig, and then zags straight into the target. And there's a lot of power. Here's the downfall. That knee load, bringing it back, he can run me straight over. When he sees me about to throw that kick, Robert is he's going to crowd me. He's going to just rush me. Okay? You're going to see what's going to happen. I'm going to give him 3 times. 3 times to rush me. Okay? 3 times for me to kick the same way I just told you I was going to do. Okay? Ready? When you see me move, bulldoze me over. Let's see what you got. Ready? Just like that. Do it again. Bulldoze me over. Ready? But see where my knee's coming. My knee is coming back here. He sees it coming that way. Okay? It's telegraphing the movement too. You're wasting motion. Ready? Same thing. Okay, I got him that time. I got him that time. So now there's another knee load. Some Okinawan stylists, some Japanese stylists do it this way. The knee load's up here, pointing forward, but look at my foot position. It's down here. Okay? It's almost tucked in to my other leg, the inner leg. The problem with this, good, it's a speedy kick, but it can be jammed, just like the other one, very, very quickly, because the foot is rocking. It's rocking upward like this. Okay, go ahead and step back just slightly. So watch the technique. This is how this I call it a flip kick, a flip side kick, is executed. They do this. See if I can do this. It's been so long since I've done it this way. See, it's very quick, and you'll see this in other systems. They'll do it right here, and they'll flip it straight out. Okay, they hit with the blade of the foot too. Okay, when you see me load that kick, before I throw it, I want you to try to crowd me. Don't let me execute the kick. You got it? Because they're going to do it 3 times. And if you do it, if you watch my body, watch my chest, you'll be able to crowd me. I won't be able to execute the kick properly. Okay, ready? Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Let's give him a little bit of distance. Scoot back a little bit. You still do it. Watch my chest. Yep. I'll do it again. Ready? He still has ability to actually jam it, block it somehow. With our knee load, it's different. Even if he rushes in with me, there's still something between myself and him, and that's my foot, that's my leg. Okay? Being a big guy, if he gets too close, I can always push off of him. But the goal is not to, and execute the fast speed technique. Straight line technique. Let's see if he can jam me this time. Okay? All right, hands up. Careful. Ready? There's one. I'm going to give you 2 more because I might have cheated a little bit. Ready? Oh, there's 2. The knee loads up, the heel is in, and it launches. I pull that trigger and it launches. Okay?
I anticipated.
You anticipated. I'm going to give him 1 more. I'm going to give him 1 more. Okay? Okay, now let's just say he does move in. He moves in and jams. He's quicker than I thought he was. Okay? As he moves in and he jams me, I can push off and still have something between he and I by just simply pushing off. Okay? There's a big difference on that. That's the execution of this technique. Remember this. Straight line technique. Your heel of your foot that you're kicking with loads to the hip. The hip is in alignment with the shoulder. When you launch that, everything goes straight by turning the base foot. You don't turn that base foot, your body's going to be slightly crooked. Okay? I'm going to show it to you facing you real quick. How the straight line goes, my heel should go straight towards you. Just like that. I'll do it 1 more time. Just like that. Okay? If I don't turn that foot, watch my upper body. If I don't turn my foot, my body will lean. It'll lean. It'll be crooked. Okay? That's a weak part. Okay? That's how you execute the side kick. All right. Now since you know how to execute a good side kick, one of our side kicks, the knee loads up, the foot is turned, the base foot is turned, you're striking with the heel, and you have proper alignment, heel, hip, and shoulder going straight into the target, straight line technique. We're going to teach you a little bit about defending against kicks. Now we already showed you simple defense against the flip kick, somebody doing a flip side kick, or what I call a zigzag side kick. You see a lot of that in some Korean arts, Tong Il Lo and Mudo Kwon, a variety of Taekwondo styles. They do that zigzag. Very powerful. You don't want to get hit by that one, but it's easy to defend. You just simply jam both of those, okay? And I'm going to do this with Mr. Anderson. So we're going to review this real quick. So you're in a guard stance. I'm going to do the flip kicks and the zigzag kick, and you run me over. Let's just review real quick. So I'm going to do the simple flip kick. You just run me over. Ready? Yeah. So don't let me hit you. Go straight into me, sir. Yep. Okay, he blocks me. He's got me down there. My zigzag kick this way. You see it coming? Yeah, I can't even get my foot up before he's on me, okay? Now, show me one of our side kicks. Going straight towards me. Go ahead. Yeah, straight line. He's going to keep his body upright. His hands are up and forward into the kick. It's like he's aiming right here. Remember, you're holding a rifle, okay? The base foot is turned. So if you look at him one more time, go ahead. Boom. And he's striking with a knife edge heel part, aiming with the heel, okay? So if I try to jam him, if I try to jam that kick, and I'm gonna see if I can catch him off guard, he's still gonna be able to nail me. Okay, watch again. Okay, ready? Ah, I felt that too. Wow, that was good. Yeah. Now I rushed him, but did you see when I rushed him, his knee was up, and he could, if I still tried to run him over, he could push off from me and get that distance that he needs. How do you defend against that? That's a great kick. It's very good for the defense. Frontline side kick, the way we're doing it. Okay? How do you defend against that? So when I'm doing that, I never want to be in that line of fire. I can already feel that first strike that Mr. Anderson did, right on my arm. What I don't want to do is I don't want to be in his line of fire. I want to cut corners, cut angles. So if I see him moving forward like this, and he's going to throw that side kick, and I see how he's throwing that side kick, I want to go towards his backside and kind of deflect so it passes through. It passes through. The target was here. I just changed the target direction. Okay? And because he's already committed in the kick, it's too late for him to slow that down and redirect it. He has to do something different. Okay? So one more time. So I'm right here. He can see me and he's going to kick me. Boom, he's got me, right? So I'm not going to let him, let me also explain. Notice what I did. If I was to get that kick and he kicks me, where's my hands? It's right here. This is where I want these my arms to be, right here. I don't want to open myself up. He's got me right there. Oh yeah. And by the way, this elbow, if it's 1 inch, 2 inches up, I see people doing that. Those ribs are going to be barbecued by the end of the day. He's got it, okay? He's got some good ribs later, okay? He's bruised my ribs, cracked them open, you name it. So that elbow has to be down. So if he's got that speed side kick and he's trying to get me, yeah, I've got something to cushion me. Is my arm going to be sore? Yeah. But it's better to be arm sore than broken ribs. Remember that, okay? So when he comes, I'm going to transverse my movement over to about 11 o'clock. I don't want to go way over there. I don't want to go to 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock is better. 11 o'clock is the best. And the reason why is because I want to go right here. I want to be this close to him so that I can counter his move with some other technique. Or when he reloads that, I've got a check kick or something I can take him off his foot or grapple with him. I can also go to his front angle. So when he passes, I'm going off to about 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock. I can go closer, but if I get closer, his hands are right here. That's why I want to step a little bit wider when I go to his front side, not to his, not inward, okay? The back side, I want to close the distance, okay? His hands are in front of me. It's going to be hard to reach me. The front side, I'm right here. He can also grab me. I mean, there's so many things that he can do. So I want a little bit of distance in order to open up a technique and counter that, okay? So one more time, let's review. You don't want to be here. If you are, that elbow is right there by your ribs, your arm's in front of you. Going to the backside, boom. I want to go towards 11 o'clock, pick out my target, go into his front side. I can either A, slide into it, maybe throwing a spinning back kick, or I step out to it, just like this. And then I counterattack, okay? Simple techniques to work on. There's a lot more than that, but those are your basic structures for you to focus on and get really good against defending against side kicks and also executing good side kicks. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you're seeing here on our TONG IL LO YouTube station, do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, as well as it's very important that you like all the videos that you think is worth liking. Give us a thumbs up, because that's the only way that YouTube is going to know to send it out to others that have similar interests, not just for our channel by itself. Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to click on the subscribe button on the YouTube channel for more videos like this. And if you have any questions about our programs, please go to tongillo.com and click on Contact Us.